There's more to growth than just getting bigger. It has to do a lot with the process of growing itself. It is when the growth of an entity brings positive changes in the world where it thrives that it becomes a truly sustainable growth. This is the story of one such sustainable growth. The story of a journey. The year 1992 saw a humble but ambitious beginning in the iron and steel sector in Kerala. George founded the company George & Sons that was into retailing of TMT steel bars. It was from this shop set in 20 cents of land with just 2 employees that a bigger dream took shape. The dream to make it big in the fast-growing infrastructure industry in the country. The coming years saw a systematic and steady expansion of the company, adding newer products and setting up more offices. In 1995, George & Company was incorporated for retailing of steel structural and angles. In 1997, they started sale of black tubes and MS pipes. In 1998, they launched the company George Metals. In 1999, George Steels was formed for the trading of steel plates and sections. For the long 12 years after inception, the group was actually understanding the nuances of supply and retail in the business. This was evident when in the year 2004, the company forayed into the wholesale market of iron and steel trading. The wholesale sector was marked by tight price competition, lack of consistency in quality, and unfair trade practices. But George & Company stood strong, backed by the legacy of trust, innovation and growth, and the vision for a promising future. This was the time when the metal roofing industry in Kerala was going through major changes. What used to be an entirely fabricator's choice was transforming into an informed decision made by the end customer. In the trade side, dealers were getting more choice in roofing products, hence they were in command of the margins. George & Company saw this change in the market as an opportunity to reimagine the way iron and steel business is done. And so they did. Iron and steel business at that time had just 2 aspects: wholesale and retail. Roofing sheets, structural and accessories were shipped into the state from across the country, and it reached the end customer through a semi-organized wholesale and retail network. George & Company's approach was to add the 2 missing links to the business: manufacturing and branding. One demanded in-depth product knowledge, and the other a fair idea about the people to whom you're selling it. Mr. Joshi George, the eldest of the 3 brothers leading the company, has a hunger for innovation and an eye for perfection.
The only way to shorten a line which is already drawn is to draw a bigger line.
In roofing, we did just that. Right from the composition to the finish, we set standards that were never seen in the industry before. Not only we did that, we said that to our customers.
In 2007, the company set up its mega factory adjacent to the Thrissur NH bypass at Kuttanellur, spread across 5,25,000 square feet in 5 acres of land, with a production capacity of 6,000 tons per month. The company was gearing up for the bigger race, precisely the time when it required a prudent strategic thinking to steer its growth. With the guidance of Corporate Solutions, an expert management consultant firm, the company laid out a strong strategic plan and implemented effective management systems and practices to take on the challenges of the market. The result of this was a revolutionary new product in roofing sheets with features that shot up the standards to new heights. Georoof was launched in 2013.
ഇവിടെ ഒന്നിക്കുന്നു മികച്ചതെല്ലാം.
The instant success of Georoof rewrote the way the PPGL market was functioning in the roofing industry. The bar of quality was raised to a level where the customers started demanding the brand at retail counters, and the dealers finally had a promising product which they could vouch for with confidence. The company backed this with dealer meets and fabricator awareness and incentivization programs at regular intervals, which gained them the trust and support of the trade. Success inspires more hard work. This stands testimonial to the dedication of the 200-plus strong team working across various departments in the company. With Georoof, what grew were the careers and lives. The company by now became one of the most sought-after workplace in the industry, providing its employees with a warm working environment and an inspiring leadership. The company's principle to strictly abide by the trade and taxation laws gained the group credibility among the government bodies and trade partners alike. In 2014, the group companies George & Sons, George Steels and George Metals merged to form George & Company. The biggest challenge of innovating is that you can't stop with the first time. You have to keep on innovating, and that's exactly what the brand did in the coming years. 2014 also saw the launch of the premium variant of Georoof, Georoof Ultima. Again, the market was exposed to something new. In fact, a lot of new features.
Georoof Ultima Aloe Zinc roofing ഷീറ്റുകൾ ഇവിടെ ഒന്നിക്കുന്നു മികച്ചതെല്ലാം.
This was followed by Georoof Eurotile, sheets in European design that completely replaced the traditional tile design from the market. And Georoof Hispana, roofing sheets in Spanish design.
ജിയോറൂഫ് യൂറോടൈൽ അലൂസിംഗ് റൂഫിംഗ് ഷീറ്റുകൾ ഇവിടെ ഒന്നിക്കുന്നു മികച്ചതെല്ലാം.
The color coating of PPGL sheets took the center stage, with Georoof winning the recognition of global pigment giants like AkzoNobel and Beckers. Foraying ahead of roofing sheets, Georoof introduced roofing accessories like GeoFab Precision Structural, GeoGuard Rain Guard, Geofasteners, self-fastening screws, etc. The importance of quality accessories was foreseen by Mr. Biju George, the second brother, and the man behind the conceptualization and success of GeoFab.
കഴിഞ്ഞ 25 വർഷമായി സ്റ്റീൽ ഹോൾസെയിൽ
Structurals are also as important as roofing sheets. The market is huge and there is a lack of consistent quality. GeoFab was imagined to cater to this need. And today we are one of the best brands in roofing structurals.
By now, the brand was a household name in roofing. People connected the process of roofing with Georoof easily.
വീടായാൽ റൂഫ് വേണം, ജിയോറൂഫ് തന്നെ വേണം.
For a brand that grows in this pace, the most crucial aspect is timely availability of the product at the customer touchpoint. While innovation churned out newer products and branding made huge promises, there was one man who ensured that the products reached the customers and promises kept. Mr. Joju George, the youngest of the trio, is the backbone of the operations of the brand.
ഗുണപരമായ പ്രോഡക്റ്റുകൾ കസ്റ്റമറിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കുക എന്നൊരു
We have an efficient logistic system through which our products reach the customers on time. Also through Steel Hypermart, our retail chain, all the products coming under GNC are made available exclusively for the end users.
The latest addition to the Georoof family is one of its best ever product innovations. The Natura series is an inspiration from Mother Nature and is turning out to be a big hit in the market. Georoof today is spreading its presence in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka at a fast pace. Diversifying within the infrastructure industry, the group is now venturing into prefabricated light steel structural buildings under the brand name EDGE. With the innovative Quick Next technology, EDGE is aiming at starting off another revolution in the construction sector. What began as a dream in a 20-cent land with 2 employees is today a 500-plus team led by the same passion that started it all. GNC has grown leaps and bounds, but it's more about the growth of the customers, trade partners, employees and business associates. It's more about sustaining a growth, whether it's a step or a mile or a long journey. And the journey continues.